Alright, what's good, chat? I am finally in ATO. It feels good to be back. In the city, man, in the United States. I really love this Osmos things. Like, it just really makes me want to talk way more than what I normally do. See, like I said earlier with the cam, I kind of feel like I wouldn't say shy, but I definitely feel like it's more like intimidating. But with this, I just feel like so comfortable to talk. Um, but yeah, today, pretty much just wanted to talk about this loss I took. Normally, like I don't take a lot of losses, but definitely it does like touch a little bit in my soul sometimes when I do take a loss, because the simple fact of like just like you're in a trade, everything's going well or everything looks good, especially with the loss that I just took. I was up $8.5 million one time, and then next time I look, I'm now losing the trade for eight. I'm at 4.6 million. So it's like, like I should have closed. People were gonna say like, "Oh, you should have closed. You should have got out of that trade when you had the chance or whatever, or go break even, this and that." But I don't really like break even either, because break even really doesn't tell me if my trade is valid or not. I like to trade based off trends. The biggest thing for me is I follow what the chart is saying, not how much money I'm making. If the chart is saying that it can go more, I'll take it for more. If it says it can't go anymore, I'll take it for what it is. If price is saying this is not the right trend, I'll switch my bias, right? I go based off what the market is presenting to me. Now, what I've seen at the time of looking at this chart, at the time of looking at this chart, I've definitely seen on the daily time frame that we had lower highs in the market, prices breaking 107, yada yada. We had a lower high at like 114, whatever the case might be. So I was like, all right, that's my stop level. I'm looking for price to go to 98K. From 98K, it was going to go further and further, because that's what a trend is supposed to do. I never fixate myself on one price point, even though I will tell you, like, hey, this is the price level I'm looking for. Always think in my head, I'm looking for more. Now, I'm also not saying this in a greedy terms of things. I'm saying it from a simple standpoint of like, yes, this is the level where sellers or buyers are going to take back or try to take back control. Like, if your TP level is a level of where buyers are at, so this is a support. If you're selling into that support, chances that sellers take over that support too as well are pretty high, since it's coming down with that momentum. So if you're in a sell and price is coming down towards your TP, the chances of sellers pushing past that is way higher than buyers buying it all the way back up, if you get what I'm saying. So, with that being said, when it comes to my trades, I like to always think that price could go more. I always tell myself in the back of my head, can price go more? I'm looking at price breaks 107. I feel confident. I feel good. And then price ends up breaking that 107, going down to 105, hitting that level, and then bouncing and rejecting. Now, the reason I didn't close then was because I was like, okay, this could be price making a new low, correcting, and then coming back down later on. So let me be patient. I'd rather be patient and lose the trade than being impatient and then chasing the trade. Always, at the end of the day, always. So, all in all, like today, we finally, it's been like 10, 11 days of holding this trade, and we finally took the L today. Prices finally broke 114, which was the lower high level. And yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't have any like other crazy words. Like, the money part is something that we're just always going to make back. When it comes to trading and when it comes to losing money, you always have to think in the standpoint of like, yeah, I lost the money and the money's gone. But think about, if I'm focusing on my skill to perfect, or if I perfect my skill for the next time, I won't be in that position where I would lose, because I would be on the winning side. Now, what I will say about this trade is I still don't really fully see price being bullish. Maybe that might be the delusion in me, but I'm also not hanging on to that bias. So I don't know what it is, because I'm not hanging on to the sell bias, but I'm also not seeing anything that really gives me the like, oh, it's a buy. Like, okay, it's buying. You get what I'm saying? Like, it kind of smooth. Like, if you go look at BTC and Solana, it kind of like smoothly went up. Like, it wasn't like a just like a full on trend. Like, even now looking at price, it looks like It looks like price is really just like rejecting up there, kind of playing around. It's not really giving like, oh, this is an uptrend type of thing. So all in all, like maybe we'll see how the rest of the week progress. Maybe we can get into some gold. Honestly, the markets is just not looking good for November or December, bro. Like I'm gonna be so honest, like I don't even want to stress myself out because it's already October 26th and it's a couple more days until November, and I'm looking at these markets like, dang, I really might need to just take a break. I think that would be my biggest thing right here is just like really I just need to take a break. Um, we did good. We had a good 4 or 5 month run. All right, time to stop. There's always a good time to stop and then wait for the next cycle or next trades or next setups. I think that's the biggest thing again. And then being back in the States, I think even down like I tell people all the in every video since I said it, like the trade-a-thon was definitely something I definitely wanted to do, but the timing is got to be right. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just start streaming in the beginning, and then we're gonna do like just I think I'll just start streaming, to be honest. I won't even say like, oh, it's a trade-a-thon, but I would definitely just start streaming and just showcase what I have, my skill sets. And yeah, I think it would definitely be good. I have nothing too much to say, to be honest. Like it feels good to be back in America. It's been like what, 3 months almost, and now I'm focused on trying to go to visit as many places here and help out as many people as possible this time here. We did it at the beginning of the year, but it wasn't to like the full capacity that I wanted. So now, like as we built ICC Mafia, it's just like now I know ICC Mafia is gonna pop out and show out. So now it's like I really want to do that and focus on that. Also, as well, if you're watching this video and you know anybody that's in the city of Atlanta that can help me with like a food drive type of thing, if somebody that can help me with like a big event where we just give away a bunch of stuff, like I want to give away like 50 to 100K worth of things like food, clothes, anything possible that can help people out during the winter time, because once again, like I've lived here pretty much a couple of years of my life along with Miami. I've lived here for a while, so I know how bad it can get in Atlanta during these times, and I definitely need to focus on helping those people out too as well, and also sharing my knowledge as much as possible with the world on YouTube and doing these events. But definitely we got to start making an impact as ICC Mafia. We have to stop thinking only trading. We need to ICC Mafia needs to bleed into every other community that it can in a positive way. So definitely, once again, ICC Mafia people, if you're here in Atlanta, um, and you know somebody that can help it, or we should make like a group chat type of thing, or I don't know, just all come together on a certain day of November and bring everybody together, and we all just give away, pass out things, and just help people around the world or around Atlanta. And then sooner or later, we'll have the whole world doing it. But I definitely would say that, all this comes down to the simple fact that you cannot let money define you. During this trade loss that I've taken, money has not defined me. It doesn't make me feel like, oh, I'm a bad trader, or like, oh, I just can't trade, or something. Like, it doesn't make me feel that way. It was a loss today. I held that trade for 11 days strong. Like even though I was in my mind like, dang, maybe I should close. What if I'm wrong? Wait, if I close, what happens if I end up being right? All these different things in my head, and I just kept thinking like, all right, just stick to the plan. Stop loss, TP, stick to the plan. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Move on, right? And now we're coming to the end of the year, where it's got me really thinking. Today, taking that loss has got me thinking like, okay, should I really still be trading? Should I really like just like keep trading for the year? Because like I've already made over $26 million this year, so it's like, do I really need to keep trading? And from a standpoint, people are gonna be like, bro, you're up 26 million, bro. You don't need to trade anymore. I would retire. That's what most people would say. But I definitely did have a goal in mind for this year, but I didn't hit it, or I haven't hit it yet, and I don't think I will this year. I do know I will hit it, but the way that the market is looking as a trader and being real with myself and looking at the markets, I don't know for sure if I'm going to hit it this year. That is one thing about people as well. Like, people will not be real with themselves, and they will just always think in delusion. Bro, if you see the markets is not presenting anything to you, then that is what it is. Don't be delulu and try to make something happen out of the markets. Take what the markets give you. So, all in all, this is my TED Talk. Like I said, I really like this Osmos thing. This thing is like pretty cool. Like I said, it just makes me want to talk more and just just dang, this is cool. Um, but yeah, like, and it's like in my pocket. So I don't know. Also, as well, I'm looking for a cameraman. Um, I really need a cameraman full time. Somebody that, because I want to do IRL streaming, but I definitely need a cameraman for that. That is in the United States. I have a cameraman in Europe. I need a cameraman for the United States too as well. But there is certain requirements because I can't, like, I'm a very spontaneous person, so I need someone that's like willing to, like, yeah, bro, like they're willing to dedicate their life to ICC Mafia and growing it. Because I definitely do have a lot of ideas, giveaways, and just community meetups and all types of things. Because it's not just me showing up to the events that I want people to do. Like, it's just not me like, oh, just come learn from me. I want people to come as a community, and these are all ICC Mafia people that come to the events. These are all people we can all build together, help each other out, and build. So, like, think about it, bro. Thousands of people's, thousands of minds. If you think at a 50%, if you use 50% of your brain, if you have a second person next to you that also uses 50% of your brain, both of you guys together would be using 100% of brain power. So think about thousands of people with the same mindset, the same hunger, the same drive for becoming great or becoming, history, right? Think of all of us together and combined. You can't touch us. You literally won't be able to touch us at that point. So that's pretty much my TED talk for today. Yeah, definitely took a mad L today. Like I said, the numbers will not determine who I am, but overall, I definitely will say the best lesson that I've gotten out of today's loss is the simple fact that, honestly, I don't think I wouldn't say I didn't learn anything, but I've already known it in my head. Like, it was an L. Okay. I mean, it's not too much to learn from this one. Eh, yeah, I wouldn't say it's too much to learn from this one. I focused on the higher time frame. I looked at the higher time frame. Maybe I could have closed partials or something. Maybe this time I would. I don't really think too much to change, but I definitely would say I still have my head up. I'm still willing to grind, but I do also think that the markets is slowing down and maybe I should take a break. Maybe. So enjoy that.